My wife, 32F, wants to divorce me, 33M, after we found out she couldn't conceive. I am not op. Posted by you, throw Raway 5 on our relationship advice. And NBSP. TW. Infertility. Less than. And NBSP. Original August 11th, 2021. We have been married for 5 years. We have been trying to conceive for some time. We ran through an array of tests and found out she couldn't get pregnant. IVF is not an option. Starting a family and raising children were something we both wanted to do. It was pretty shocking. My wife has taken it very badly. She has been moody and angry. I have tried to give her space and tried to talk to her, but she lashes out at both. It has been a week and she said she wants to file for divorce and be done with our marriage. She sounds angry when she talks about it. She said it was better that we get it over and done with now. We got into an argument and she said I should find a woman who could give me what I want. I have tried to convince her that I have no intention of leaving her. She doesn't believe me. I don't know what to do here. I know she is just trying to deal with all these emotions by turning it into anger and projecting them on me. I don't know how to deal with this. She is supposed to be the rational one in the relationship. We have gone through a lot and she has dealt everything with calmness. I know she is hurting a lot. I wish I could help her feel a bit better. TLDR. My wife found out she couldn't get pregnant. She wants to file for divorce. I have no intention of leaving her. And NBSP. Update August 23, 2021. A lot has happened. I asked her that if she wanted to get divorced in 6 months' time, we could get one, but we should drop it for now. She agreed to it. I took over most of the cooking and I pretty much made her all of her favorite dishes. She was still angry but less so. 2 days ago, she was finally in a place to process her emotions. She spent half the night crying in my arms. It was heartbreaking, but I held on. Today morning, I cracked a joke and she laughed after what feels like a long time. She said she was going to start therapy because she wanted to be in a good mental place before we started any adoption process. There is a lot of work ahead of us, but I am fairly certain I am not getting divorced in 6 months. TLDR. I took care of her while she processed it. She is doing better now and she is planning to go to therapy. Nice and concise. Poor woman took it very hard. Glad op was patient. It's always so gratifying to read stories like this where a partner is supportive and communicative with their significant other, and they come together healthily. I hope the adoption process goes smoothly for them once they're ready. I like how patient he was. Wanting a family and seeing others announce their pregnancy will be hard on her, but it sounds like she has a good partner. I hope they can get the family they want soon. Love to see a partner that completely knows their spouse. He read her and understood that the anger came from herself and not directly towards him. He came up with solutions. Took the majority of house chores. Made food she loved and just supported her. Love that for both of them. Hope they get to a peaceful place and start a beautiful family. That actually ended really sweetly. Could have gone the other way though. Imagine living for 6 months with someone who really did want to leave you. What's this? A couple communicating, being supportive and working things out? I don't know what side I'm on anymore. More seriously though, my heart goes out to Oop and his wife, and I'm glad they're going to pull through. Oop is a decent dude who sees his wife as more than a womb. They're going to need all that mutual love and support to navigate the adoption process. Patience, compassion, love. Solves more things than one might think. That "let's wait 6 months" thing was brilliant. It let her get her way. To a tiny extent. while giving time for her to calm down and come to terms with things. He knew she didn't want the divorce, and was just projecting her feelings, rather than fighting with her over it, and adding more stress and contention to a rough situation. It gave them room to breathe. From her talking about being in the right mental place before starting any adoption process, I'd say the divorce is now off the table. Too bad there aren't further updates. But I wish them both the best. It's such a nice change of pace to see post about a couple taking care of each other when things wrong in life hits you hard. Kinda gives you some faith in love. I think one thing Oop misunderstood is that his wife was definitely not taking it out on him. She took it out on herself. Because she thought there's no way he'd want to be married to an infertile woman. It's awesome to see this progressing towards a happy ending though. Most important thing you can ever know in counseling, therapy. In the face of trauma, people get weird. It is incredibly common to feel unresolved sadness and denial and rage, and to deflect those into bizarre and entirely illogical beliefs, actions, and/or behaviors. You are still responsible for how you treat others because of your trauma, but we all need to be a little better about recognizing when the people around us are struggling to process unresolvable feelings and acknowledge, quietly, that the person in front of us was the person we loved a week ago, and with time, and often therapy, will be the person we love again. This is the perfect example of what it means to be a good partner. He saw his wife devastated by a perceived failure in her own purpose. She lashed out and tried to push him away, and he stepped up and became the rational one that she needed. In doing so, he allowed her to process her grief and feel safe and find her way back to their marriage without forcing her in any way. Truly wonderful. For those of us who want life partners, I wish we will find one, be found by someone as supportive as Oop, and that we can be as committed to our partners as Oop is with his. Man, I've been in that exact situation very recently. It is so hard. I had to lose my ability to bear children to treat an illness. I was convinced my guy would want to leave me, but he held on and supported me unfalteringly. I'm going to make this man my husband one day. I like how he says it's been a week. Okay, your wife just had one of the worst days of her life, and now she's grieving for the children she will never have. And her mental state is supposed to improve after 1 week. I'm glad things turned out all right. Buddy obviously severely underestimated the kind of grief that news would bring a woman who has been trying to have children for years. It's amazing to see a man who actually sees his wife as more than a walking womb. Women are treated as less than if they can't conceive, or if they don't want to for some reason. Some women, like Oop's wife, don't take it well and sadly think their partner will either leave or start cheating because the woman can't give the man a child. So Oop is an amazing man, and I think will be an amazing dad someday. That's so heartbreaking that her first thought was something along the lines of, I am useless to my husband now. I can't give him what he wishes for. But I am so glad that he was able to soothe her a bit. My husband and I tried for years to get pregnant, and I started to question myself too. Am I not good enough? What if I can't give him children? He would have never left me. He assured me many times. But my insecurity really got me down. Thankfully it worked out for us in the end. But I understand where she is coming from, even though it's silly. He still loves her, and if they truly want children, they can look at alternative ways. She's still worthy of this lovely marriage. I really hope therapy will help her with her grief. I hope they will stay together, and this experience makes their bond even stronger. I wish them all the best. If it wasn't a throwaway account, I'd ask them if they were aware of embryo adoption. A couple I know with fertility issues did that and they have daughter now they both adore. She just isn't genetically theirs. Still gave birth and went through the process. There are a lot of frozen embryos out there waiting for adoption, implantation from people that did fertility treatments and wound up with more viable embryos than they needed. Not for everyone, but it's an option if pregnancy and the experience is important. I'll never understand why adoption isn't more accepted for situations like that. It's so sad this woman believes her worth is tied to her ability to be pregnant. Adoption is an amazing option for those who can't have biological children. What a wonderful update to read. Good luck to Em.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.